because I just need, let's see, there, and that needs to come up, and then I should probably at least have that accessible so I can see if anything's going weird on Discord. Okay, yeah, let's see how this goes then, because, yeah, I'm not really too sure. I haven't exactly changed anything from the decks as we saw them before, and this will give away what I'm...
That is a mulligan.
Same, unfortunately. This gives away what we're playing at the very least. Yeah, so the fluffiest of Chomps versus the darkest of Dragons, I guess, because, yeah, obviously Blend Energy kind of gives that away.
That is another one.
This is not, so at least I have that. Unfortunate, okay. I mean, you've got 10 basics in that deck, so I guess it happens sometimes.
No, that's not a third, thankfully.
Yay. That's what I want to hear, not a third one. Alright, what would you like?
Heads, please.
No. So, I suppose we get to do our beginning thing. Let's see what we can do. Alright. So, I think we start this one off relatively quickly because we have an Ultra Ball. We're gonna discard Max Pot and a Darkness Energy here. Max Pot's a bit of a weird one, but it's like I can just get that back if I need it, right? So I might as well deal with it this way. Right, so we have the good guy accessible. So do we go for that first, or do we go... Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably best to go for it first. We'll get the Dark-type Dino.
Right.
Seems like that'll make the most sense here. Just checking seeing any obvious prizes that I can make out. Only like 2 that I can immediately see, but that's fine. Not a problem. Yeah, so we're specifically getting the dark one because I do have a dark patch and you have to go to a dark Pokemon, so that seems reasonable. I was tempted to get Darkrai instead to make that, you know, one a good thing, but I kind of need the evolution going, so yeah, we're just gonna end here.
Not the most upset about that.
Yeah, I had Eviolite was the only other thing that I had available, so it was like, yeah, I could have put Eviolite on Sableye, I suppose, but nah, not really where I want to be with it. Now that is a weird hand, I don't know. I know what I want to do, but I can't do it because I only have one thing. So I am going to just play the energy down here. I think this guy's probably too vulnerable. So we're going to Ultra Ball, we're going to discard Shaman because I don't think that's going to be played here, if I'm being honest with you. And we will pitch the second Max Pot here. I shouldn't need to do it that way. We'll grab ourselves out. Yeah, let's just grab our Darkrai here. I probably should get a second Dino, but whatever. Bench the Sableye, and we will go Junk Hunt for Ultra Ball Dark Patch.
Okay. Catch Fighting Energy.
Yep. Okay, yep. I had Juniper as the last card in hand. This N is totally fine.
Level Ball.
Yep. Getting yourself going, that's good.
Get our boy.
Yep.
And we will sing.
Okay, flip for the sleep. on my end because it's an auto sleep. It's just I should have clarified, but yep. Okay. Ugh, I don't know. Let's go. Blend energy down on the Darkrai. Seems a bit weird because, you know, you can discard specials, but I think it's probably fair to get it out because I might need to Hydreigon you at some point. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end this hand. I don't want a Juniper, and yeah, there's not much else to really do with it, so we'll just get that going. Okay. What a strange setup this is. I have Zwilus, so I guess that can go down. I think I just Junk Hunt here. Grab ourselves Max Part and Ultra Ball.
Makes sense. Alright, go.
Yep.
Oh, now there's the question. How do I do this? That goes down.
It's pretty good.
That goes down.
Okay.
I think I just have to go for the aggressive plays here. Fortunate.
Okay.
We'll retreat. Rare Candy.
Whoa.
Garchomp.
Okay.
Altaria.
Whoa.
And then we will Mac Cut for KO.
Yo, that is sick. Good job. Now I mean, I guess the obvious thing is I promote Darkrai because it's got 0 retreat, right? But whoa, yeah, that's got me thinking a little bit. All right, we will draw. Huh. Not gonna lie, didn't exactly expect to get KO'd there, but that's pretty sick. Huh. Now I've got to work out how exactly I want to work with this. Alright, we have Dark Patch. I guess that's the first obvious thing to do. Just get the energy back. So if I do that seems okay. We'll Ultra Ball, discard Random Receiver, and I suppose I'm probably hitting into this thing this turn, so I don't need Catcher. Seems okay. It's a bit of a weird spot to be in with that, but that's fine. Because we can get Hydreigon. Oh, it is going to flip over. So, yeah, we'll get Hydreigon out. We have Dino and a Bianca draw 4. Okay. Not ideal. Yeah, I guess we're just beating the cut here, which is a little bit annoying. We'll bench a Darkrai, put Blend down on said Darkrai. I think I can get away with benching Sableye here as well, actually. And yeah, we're going to have to use the Dark Trance, shift our Dark Energy up. And yeah, not much else to do with it. So we'll Night Spear and hit the Swablu. Forces you to have it to evolve, I guess.
Level Ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you don't have a Gibble for me to hit, so it makes sense to hit the swabs. Yep. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, well, Mac Cut discarding the Blend.
And it does 100 at this point because you have 2 Altaria in play, so that's a big chunk of damage. And yeah, unfortunately this does go, which is very sad, but it's fine. I think we can survive. Yeah, this hand isn't going anywhere if I don't do this. So we're just gonna go ahead and we'll transfer them to the other Darkrai so I can max potion, and then transfer them back over because I'm gonna have to Juniper the other two. It's Darkrai, rare candy, so I'm just like, we're not going anywhere with that. We need to push the state a little bit here. Okay, well that makes it a little bit more. It's a bit more resilient, which is good. We'll go candy for the second Hydreigon. Oh God, I really don't like the fact that it's still vulnerable, but I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for you to push the same attack again when I just take this out. We'll Eviolite, we will move the blend up, and Night Spirit the Gibble for 30 as well. Yeah, it just feels like it's going to be hard for you to like chain that attack again this turn, so I think I'm safe enough. Yep.
So that's the hard choice. Do Juniper or do I... No, I think I still have to do that.
I think you've got to recover the board state a little bit here, don't you? Yeah.
So Juniper, discarding rare candy.
Yeah, if you discard... I mean, I think the deck only plays 3 because you don't usually candy that much in here, so I think it's... yeah, you just play the Garbite down.
Super Rod.
Yep. That's pretty good. You can recover the bits. Solid.
T-Com, putting in a Molga.
Yep. Seems good.
Dragon Claw, call.
Yep.
Going to get another Gabite.
Okay, yep.
Rescue Scarf.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, imagine this is likely dying.
It's very possible, yeah. I mean, I can attack, obviously, so we know that side of it, but...
We'll scrap the Eviolite.
Yep, makes sense.
And we'll pass it that.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of cards from the new set showing up in this one, so just in case people didn't think we were playing, like, new stuff when we can, oh no, we definitely are. It's not always easy to get exactly what you want to work with these sets, but Dragon's Exalted's a freaking good one. So yeah,
this is a pretty cohesive deck for a one set deck.
Yeah, it really is. Alright, we will Ultra Ball, discard Dark and Hydreigon. Thin ourselves out Sigilif. Makes sense here. So that's into hand.
Problem is I don't think I can break this board state.
It's a pretty solid one. I just need to check. Right, we got a few things discarded, so we will... Yeah, it's probably reasonable to. We'll Super Rod, put Sableye, Darkrai, Hydreigon back into deck. Keep that Darkness Energy in the discard for the patch. Catcher in the Garbite. Because I think that makes the most sense here. Yeah, because I mean,
I can't recover from this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like you're just gonna... I've got Juniper, so I've still got gas to go.
This is the problem.
Oh, yeah, that does hurt a lot, yeah. I was thinking it's like, yeah, if I was considering...
Why I had to rescue the Altaria.
That's fair. I was considering Catcher the Gibble and Night Spear the Gabite, because then this is at 60. That's probably what I should have done, to be honest. Because it's like I killed a Gibble, I put 30 on this, that puts you down at 80 HP left when you Dragon Call for the Garchomp. And from there I just kill it next turn anyway, so I probably should have done it the other way around. But I figured because you were 2 red candies down, it's like I can stunt you on tempo at that point, which was the main thing. I didn't have anything too critical in the prizes. I think this was... What was this that I got? Don't remember, it wasn't too big. Might have been like one of the... No, it wasn't one of the red candies, I don't think. I don't remember. It's not a big deal anyway. It might have been an energy or something. But yeah, this deck can... Once you get that setup for it, it is very, very hard to stop with it there. So I am going, considering Pepper's still not here at the moment, I'm going to bring back the Empo deck, I think, because that's a much more tricky matchup for my side to go on, and I think this would be a nice sort of showcase of, yeah, not everything is EXs just yet, you know. Alright, do you want to just go first this time, because I went first last time? Do we want to just do it that way this time?
We can do that.
I know we don't always or usually with that, but they're just, yeah, it's... Going first can be such a huge edge in this this format that... Yep.
Decom for Garchomp.
Seems good.
Grab Fluffy Bird.
Much fluff. Very bird.
Gonna pass at that point.
Okay. Fair dues. I have a feeling you might have some reasonable stuff within that. Well, my hand isn't like conducive to being too explosive here either, I don't think. So I'm just gonna put the blend energy down here, and I'm gonna go for a call for family. To yeah. Since I didn't get sand attacked, I can do that. Duty free, basically. Alright, so that's one. I mean, these are the two picks that is always happening. Just seeing the rest of it here. Oh, I am noticing I forgot to keep a change that we had at the weekend. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a ratio that I have forgotten to keep changed in this. That's pretty funny. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It is going to be 2 Piplup, as you would expect, and
yep,
that will be that.
Attach fighting energy.
Yep.
We have a Gabite.
Yeah, I figured you'd have at least
that. Altaria.
That's pretty good.
We have N.
Oh, I was bluffing so badly on that one. I had everything there. That's pretty cool. Like, good shot.
We have a level ball.
Yep. Touche, dude.
Another dragon.
Yeah.
And we're gonna Dragon Call.
Yep.
Get yet another little dragon here.
Yep.
And we can't really attack right now, so just go ahead.
Okay. Man. Oh, that was probably the single greatest end that you've had so far, is it? Oh, wow. Okay. We're gonna put an energy on the Piplup, and I'm gonna have to just end myself here, unfortunately.
Oh, you just saved yourself, I think.
Wow, yeah. That's... God. You would have just had everything there. Yeah, and just showing up big time right now. Okay, I can make this work. This is interesting. We will Pokémon a Stunfisk back in.
Yep.
To show what makes this deck different compared to what you played before. We can grab Roserade to evolve and use its Le Parfum to search my deck for any one card that I want.
I was hoping to catch her in that thing before you got that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's going to be Red Candy, so I can get the Empoloen out. So we have one. We will use its Diving Draw, discard Water to draw 2. Bench the Stunfisk, I guess. This thing's got 0 retreat, so we'll retreat out and attack command for 100 and take the prize.
Sharon for 3?
Yep.
Level ball?
Oh, well, you've got the Gabite at least, that's good.
Dragon Call.
Yep. Do you want to do this the other way around then, right? Because that Gible on the bench could evolve?
Oh yeah, it can.
Yeah, if you do it the other way round, then you have the Gabite on the bench and then you can candy the active, right?
Yeah.
So that
I
you
just wasn't
can...
sure that one the active was surviving.
Well, it is now. That's the idea.
140 HP is surviving.
Yeah.
Alright, and we will Mac cut for the Yeti.
Yep. And just having one Altaria in play is enough to get that number to where it needs to be. So yeah, pretty good. Okay, we will level ball here. Grab ourselves our Prinplup. Because I think we're going to have to go through one of those here. Oh, what's up?
Promoting.
Oh, promoting, yeah. We will use Diving Draw, discard Roserade. Okay. Let's catch her in the Altaria, because it's not going to save this one, but I kind of need that damage off the field, thank you very much. And we will... yeah, we will end here.
Actually not upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot to get rid of. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have much I wanted to play out of that hand after what I did, so... Grab ourselves our 5. And we will attach a water to the Prinplup. And yeah, attack command for the KO here. Not a lot else I can really do off of that, so...
Unfortunately, your end hasn't changed anything here.
Oh dear.
I mean, there's other stuff I can play, but, you know, the supporter lineup is exactly the fucking same.
It is frustrating when you get multiple Junipers in the hand and it's just like, god damn it, I have to, you know, like I'm just getting rid of so much of my stuff with it here.
We're gonna Super Rod to get
Yep.
some of the stuff back in, because
That makes sense.
we're down a fair bit here.
Yeah.
We'll level ball.
Yep.
Grab a Swablu.
Makes sense. That's the one that you can't Dragon Call, so...
And we will Dragon Call.
Yep.
Grab another bird.
Yep. Not a Gibble?
Actually, yeah, it should be a Gibble. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, just double.
Yeah, that's fine. I trust. I saw where you put it, and I seen you hadn't shuffled the hand, so I was
I
confident
rarely
enough with
do.
that.
So.
Yeah.
Slow building my deck again this week because again I've got a test build of the box-based pull rates there.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, this is why we did the thing last week. Yeah.
I do have an N, but seriously.
Oh dear. Oh, I drew 5. God damn it. It's fine. I know I can dingy for turn, but it's just the principle of it.
I will put a rescue scarf on this Garchomp.
Yep.
I haven't attached energy for turn. So.
Correct. Yep, that was the fighting was on last turn.
Do I want to attach energy in case this gets knocked out? Because it's a catcher away from getting bullied.
That is true.
Not an unreasonable catcher.
I've got to get the Empo as well at the moment is my scary bit, but no, it's true. It is a catcher away. It's up to you on that.
You know what? I think we should put this on this instead then.
That's logical.
That way I just get the Gabite back and I can evolve it next turn.
Yep. That's logical.
And we will Mac cut for the 60.
Yeah, 60, which is enough to get the knockout here. This goes in, and we will draw. Okay, yeah, that helps out a fair bit. Right, so, we will Tool Scrapper the Scarf off, because that That's just going to make the most sense here. We are going to level ball. Grab ourselves out Emolga, which is going to get Pecan back into the deck to get what we actually need here. So, Empo can come on down. Water onto the Piplup before last card Juniper. Seems pretty good to me. Okay. So, where to from there? I think Super Rod's probably the best bet to start off with here, because we'll
Seems
grab.
wise.
Yeah, we'll grab our pieces back. God, the evolution decks in this this format are just really cool because you could just, you know, the one energy stuff
So
actually.
much recovery.
Yeah, and the one energy stuff just make the ones that are actually good, like these, just make it so nice, you know. Yeah, we'll level ball the Piplup back into play. Get that shuffled up. Diving draw, discard the Emolga to draw 2. Weird spot, huh? This is one of those strange situations, isn't it, where I want to start attacking the active because it's the thing that's kind of killing me right now, but at the same time, I need to take that Gabite out, don't I? So, you know, because I'm like, if I don't take that out, you're just going to Dragon Call all of the bits into play again, and it's just like, this is the way that I keep you off of it as much as possible. Yeah, we'll attack Command for the knockout here. This is effectively just playing to the outs as much as I can with it here, you know, this is the way I think I've got to do it. It's,
Putting down a Gibble.
Yep.
Rescue Scarf active.
Yep.
Knowing that I drew one of these for turn, but we'll Bianca for 3.
Okay, yep.
Not much help. But I think we have to go for the 2-hit KO.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Dragon Blade.
For the 100. Probably discard Level Ball, Swablu. Okay, that's not the worst. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Otherwise I'm not 2-hit KOing.
Yeah, no, I understand. I do agree. Right, we are going to Level Ball for Piplup. Because I can get away with playing a two count of that in this deck, so it's good. We will Charon as well, draw 3. Well, okay, I can Tool Scrap with a Scarf at least, which is good. Yeah, I feel like this deck has to play 2 because Garbodor otherwise just kind of ruins it, so, you know. Let's have a look. What have we still got here? It's just looking at what I can work with. 1 candy down. All 4 level ball gone, but at the same time it's like, what am I searching with level ball at this point, right? Not a lot. This is going down next turn, so I do need to do something. I'm gonna diving draw, discard a Emolga here. Okay. Let's go Fighting Energy on the Stunfisk. And Attack Command is hitting 100 here. Yeah, that's just enough. So we will Attack Command for 100 here.
Fighting Energy on the Gibble.
Yep.
Emolga, Bianca for 3.
Yep. Yeah, I know that's a begrudging put down of the Emolga, but you gotta draw the extra card sometimes in a situation like this.
Fortunately, it's not helping at all. Mat Cut.
Yep. Take the KO. This comes in, and we will draw. Okay. Well, I mean, at the very least, I can attach a fighting to the Stunfisk, which is good. We will Super Rod. Just grab all of the bits back in, I guess, this time round. The fact if it only needs 1 energy to attack is so nice for this sort of thing, right? Because I don't have to use the Super Rod on energy quite as often, which is good. We are going to end here. As much as I would like.
Complaining, because look at this mess.
Yeah, mine's not much better. All of my candy, none of my actual Empo material, so 3 cards is not great, but I mean, sometimes it's got to be enough, right? We'll swap out and we will rumble for the 40 to finish this off.
Well, this is 0 retreat.
Yeah, that's the one good bit about having to bench it here, isn't it? Is no retreat.
Gonna go for the aggression. Catcher in the Primplop.
Yep.
Juniper.
Ooh, okay. Understandable.
Don't mind me, I'm just throwing something together quickly.
No, it's okay.
That was already attached this turn.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
because
Dragon Call.
yep. Yeah, because that Gibble was just benched this turn as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
That didn't come up.
That did
turn.
yeah,
Yeah,
that did
sorry.
just come down this turn. Yeah. That's fine. That's why we just make sure.
Oh, I should have put that onto the Gabite.
Do you want to?
Yeah,
Yeah, go for it then.
because I think it's important.
Yeah. No, understandable. Go for it.
And we'll pass.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I probably don't want to risk me drawing Empo or something here, huh? Which is understandable. Well, it's certainly not Empo. It's another Pimplop though, so that can go down. I think we will bench Terrakion here. Go ahead and attach the blend to it. How many are we down here? I think, yeah, 2. Okay. Oh yeah, because you just Junipered 1 as well, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play Switch to go to the Stunfisk, and I'm gonna Rumble for 20 and prevent retreat here.
That's a problem. Oh.
It's a bit of a problem for me too, because I don't want to give you this many turns, but I don't have a choice here, so, you know.
Well, Chomp goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting energy on that. And we'll pass.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing, it's like, I know the deck doesn't really have space to play Switch, so this is the best I've got for it at the moment. We're going to put another blend down on the Terrakion, and I'm going to Rumble again here. As good as the rest of my setup and stuff has been, getting more than one
Go ahead.
Empoloen, getting more than one Empoloen in play just hasn't happened so far, which is awkward to say the least. We're just going to Rumble here.
Go ahead.
Okay. We will draw. Okay, that at least gives me something. We are going to get another Empoloen down here. 16 left. We are going to Diving Draw, discard the Roselia. Okay. Not quite what I was expecting, but that works, I think. Okay, you've got 1, 2, 3. How many have we used otherwise? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, average count would be like 3 maybe left. We're gonna capture an Altaria in, I think. Because resistance doesn't work on the bench. So we're gonna Muddy Water, 20 to the Altaria, 20 to the Emolga. Yep. Yeah.
I'm not winning this, but I'm at least doing something.
That's, I mean, understandable, dude.
Bring in that fucking Empoloen.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Bring in that fucking Terrakion.
Fair enough, that works too.
Yeah, not Maccut, Dragon Blade.
Yep, Dragon Blade, discard. Oh, I just noticed how few cards are left in the deck as well. Yeah, I understand what you mean now.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can kill you this turn, unfortunately, but especially because the bench is not full. But there's a 1, 2. I mean, I might.
Actually, I might be able to kill you. I don't know.
Might be able to.
Tight.
Might be able to get catcher. We'll see. I played 2, so there's a chance. We'll get the Empo. We'll diving draw the switch. So that's number 1. Attach water, juniper, discard the blend, draw the 7. If I don't get it out of these, I shouldn't fucking say anything before I actually start doing the stuff here. We will diving draw pitch a candy here. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Alright, 2 cards left in deck and I didn't fucking get the thing. Whatever, it's okay. We will swap out with the Zero Retreat and we will attack man for 100 here. No fucking shot I didn't get it off of that. Wow.
So it's Enel.
Super Rod.
Oh, Enel dead.
I need that. That needs to. Actually, yeah, that does need to happen. That needs to happen. Yeah, maximize your chance of drawing these. Seems like I can almost do it, and it would be funny, but I don't think it's in. I think we just have to go for the luck.
Sure.
Okay, that's not it, unfortunately, which means this is over, but we'll at least kill the thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Fucking so close to thinging it. It wasn't in the prizes. Ah, there's not even one in there. Right, never mind. I thought I still had catcher because I was looking through. I was like, I've only played a couple, right? But I think maybe this deck doesn't have that. Yeah, no, it's got 3. I missed the 3rd one in my discard, I guess. Oh well, that's fine.
Surprisingly close.
Yeah. I mean, I got off to a much more aggressive start with the thing, and that's mostly the reason why. I guess I just used all the catches to kill like Gibbles and Gabites and stuff, so I shouldn't be too surprised, really. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at as far as this deck goes. So for anyone who's not seen it, because Empoloen wasn't necessarily the highest tier thing ever. We saw Empoloen before, like that part is the same. It's one of the only Pokemon in this format that's got a draw power. and it's the best one even when you consider Mershana as being like a stage 1. So the fact that it's got a good attack as well means it is actually a competent enough deck in its own right. I forgot to keep the ratio of Terrakion and Stunfisk. I had like swapped it in my other bit, but I didn't save the thing, so whatever. It's supposed to be 2 Terrakion and 1 Stunfisk, but Stunfisk did work that game, so, you know, I'm not going to complain. And the Roserade here just lets you search for the red candy, which gets you into your draw engine much more easily. I don't play as many...
That's why I wanted to take it out early.
Yeah, for sure. I don't play as many Juniper in this particular build because I ended up figuring out that if I just play like more Cheren and not actually discard all my candies and stuff that way, once I, you know, because you get an Empoloen in play, you discard the excess bits you don't need from that to get extra draws, and I realized it was enough because of the way the attack command and stuff is just so inexpensive to use that I didn't actually need to throw my entire hand away every time with multiple Junipers. So I only played the 2 in the end in here, because like N is perfectly good early game, Cheren is fine for the stuff there. It isn't ridiculously difficult for this deck to get into Empoloen because of Roserade. So if I didn't have Roserade, I'd still play full Juniper. But this card really proving its worth every time I play this deck. And then, yeah, we saw the basic idea with the Fluffy Chomp over here, the fluffiest of everything. Mark Cut does respectable damage, but it does a lot more damage when you put Fight Song in play. And, yeah, you do, like, an average of 100 for a single energy on a 1-prizer that doesn't generally die in one hit either, so it's pretty great. You kind of wish you...
Dragon Blade is very strong as well.
Yes, Dragon Blade, when you've got a couple of Altaria in play, is really good against the other 1-prize stuff as well, as we saw in that game. That's why I figured this is, at least it's not like completely one-sided, but it's certainly, I think, favors this deck because of the way the setup engine works. But if you can get off to a fast enough start and if your catchers are going to ring true enough, then, you know, disrupt the setup of the deck and it is hard for it to keep up, I guess. But, yeah. And then we have seen Darkrai Hydreigon, but I imagine that might be coming up again fairly soon. We'll see, but I don't know. I wanted to play it once as well to show the thing off, so that is how we do.
Yeah, this stuff's my bread and butter.
Yeah. If you want to just play between you two for this, and I think that I am more than fine with that. You want me to play? Alright.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Kinda.
Alright. What do I want to put out as the third one then? Didn't think we'd get this far. Sai, what were the 2 changes we made to the other thing with it here?
Oh, Ray Eels?
Yeah.
I think we were talking about swapping some of the Biancas out for Cheren and swapping 2 cards for random receivers. Hang on, let me
yeah, it's because I think you've got the save of the changes that thingied off it. I don't. It's just like if we will.
I don't know if I saved it or not. Hang on. Let me double check here.
If not, it's
I
fine.
can't because I'm a different
It's fine. If not, it's not a problem. I'll work with it. But...
I think we know what changes we made. It's just I need to see it to make sure.
Yeah. I also need the proper artwork out because this deck isn't using the full art one for Bianca. So I will.
So I think it's 1 Sky Arrow.
Sounds about right.
There was 1 Sky Arrow, 1 Switch for random receivers, I think, and then changing maybe 1 or 2 of the Biancas for Cheren's.
Yeah, because we were finding it hard to just like empty the hand off of this one as well, wasn't it? When you did get Bianca, but overall it was just difficult to actually get the supporters like going. We were finding, wasn't it? It was just you just weren't getting there with the hands, unfortunately. So, well, let's try it like that then. Yeah, I wasn't planning on playing this, Pepper, sorry, so that's why I'm like, I need to dig out with this. This wasn't part of the idea, but I've already played the 2 other decks I would...
You can just help test the boxes if you want.
No, it's just, I've already played the other 2 decks that I would be looking at, and Sai's played the 3rd one that I would consider, right? So, this was just a, well, we might as well show the other Dragon off, at the very least, whether or not that's, however that's going to end up, so... But I know we made changes to it, and I just...
in the end as well, just throw something that hasn't been out yet.
Yeah. But it's like, I know we made some changes, and I hadn't saved them because I wasn't planning on playing the deck, so... Yeah, that was the logic, really. Alright, what would you like?
Heads.
No, I'm still not good with the stuff there. Oh my me, what is that? Alright, we are in the jank zone for now, I see. I mean, I'm not surprised coming from you, but alright, we'll play the fire. We will end here.
We were just talking about this, weren't we?
Yep.
With the Iron Tradziax.
It has exactly the same friggin' attack, and I do not understand why. We will level ball here. I mean, this will be interesting at least, because spread is typically really good against eels at the moment, but... Oh.
If you can charge it, is the thing.
Yeah. That is funky doodles. Okay. Well, we're obviously getting Dynamo. Like, there's no way that's not happening. Just taking a look at the prizes at this point, because kind of worth knowing at the very least, seeing some of the stuff going. Alright, we feeling lucky enough for it. It's probably just going to be mill the top 3 cards of your deck, but honestly that might end up being better than worse here. So yeah, we'll Celestial Roar. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's a little awkward, but we'll see. Go for it. Certainly not what you want to see, but there are 2 Super Rods in the deck for a reason, right? So at least I'm pretty sure.
See, I'm not the only one getting bad roars.
Yep.
Bench 2 Trubbish.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did say the thing is here to keep decks honest, and that is what we will be seeing. Interesting to see the 60 HP one. I know why. It's just that is a single
on the list already.
I'm just looking at this, going, that is a single energy discard for me. To be fair, Ray is not usually hitting that many Trubbish with the stuff, so.
Heavy ball.
Yep.
Terrakion?
Yeah, Terrakion is annoying for this deck for sure. You have to discard too many energy.
That's DC active and pass.
Yep. Alright, we will draw. Of course, that's fine. Let's go. I think I am gonna have to put the Sky Arrow down. It's a little bit annoying, but I guess could be worse. Raikou EX can go down. Yeah, it spooks, but it also one-shots a Garbodor, so you know, kind of relevant. Okay, how do we think about the rest of this? Discarding the Switch is probably more annoying than discarding the Eelektриks here, if I'm being real. I'm going to put Fire down, and I'm going to Juniper the other 2 here. Okay. Right, so that's a thing. Well, there's probably no point doing that immediately, is there? No, maybe there is. We'll capture the Terrakion. At least force you to play the switch to get it out. Bench Victini. And yeah, I think I'm gonna fucking do it again. I'm gonna Celestial Roar here. There's one. And Level Ball. Alright. Ready as a go. That's something at least.
Evolve to Garbodor. Touch Fighting. Pass.
Okay. We will draw. Super Rot. I was kind of going to wait because I have to put the lightning back in with this as well, but I think it's fine. Let's go Fire on Victini and Juniper Charon double lightning. That's why it's fine. Ooh, okay. That's alarmingly good. Level Ball. Grab out Dynamo. Because we already have the Eel. Bench the Ray. Use the Eel. Just gotta think where. I guess logic would probably dictate the Raikou, huh? Yeah, logic dictates the Raikou, and then we'll hit for 60 with our Dragon Burst here.
I think I'll scoop this up. I break.
Ooh, yeah. I had another Juniper, so there was never any chance that I was gonna.
This
Yeah.
deck has 14 supporters.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Oh, Ultra! Oh my god, dude, this is nuts. looking at the setup with this, it's like next turn I just got Ultra Ball, pitch the Sky Arrow N, right, because I want to attach the lightning and so I can Volt Bolt the Garbodor next turn. And yeah, I have Juniper still to get double Eel.
2, 3,
Absolutely
4,
insane.
You aren't hitting it.
6, 7.
I mean, at least
8,
Ultra Ball probably would have shuffled
9.
through the deck, but yeah, like. You know, it'd been like 3 turns before you got a shuffle potentially, because you'd have like heavy balled, I imagine. But yeah,
I was aggressively balling to Finn, but yeah, 9 to see a support was just
tough. It's really tough. Yeah, I had 2 Dynamo prized and the Baby Ray prized. That was my big problem. I was looking at it going, oh, that is weird. But then I was thinking about it, going, well, maybe I don't need that many Eels in play anyway for what I want to do, because it's like, Victini is still in deck, and you have a Steel type on the board right there, so Victini is probably the main thing I'd want to try and get going, right? In that situation, it's like, I wanna be able to one-shot the guy, and he would this thing would one-shot even through Eviolite, so it's like, that's probably the way that I want to go this game anyway, so maybe it's not that bad that I don't have that many.
Victini also deals with the Garbodor.
Yes, if I captured the Garbian, it could do that too. Yeah, I mean, clearly the deck has got ways of dealing with the stuff. It's not easy, but you know, obviously spread is not an amazing match in the first place for it, especially seeing it a little bit like that. But okay, do that and take our draw. Okay. Oh. Take our drawer. Huh. Yeah, okay. Experience shares as well, good to know. Yep. Oh, did I just double? I fucking doubled. Right, okay. God damn it.
Okay, we managed to draw basic. We found
Yeah.
heads.
Yep, there you go.
EXP share down. End that away.
Yep, that's fine. End was what I was gonna do anyway, so...
Go for Reggie. Go for Trubbish. And pass.
Okay, no energy at the very least, so Reggie's not going to be immediately available. That's good. Okay, let's think this through for a sec. Can I afford to pitch that as well? Probably. Alright, we're going to start with Level Ball. That seems the most obvious thing here. Counting prizes more or less at this point. I think that's 3. And then, okay. Don't like that. Yeah, that's kind of annoying actually. Whatever. Yeah, we're grabbing Dynamo. Like, that makes the most sense. We will... Whilst I'm here, yeah, we will energy search for a lightning, and then Ultra Ball pitching random receiver and that lightning to grab the big ray. We'll go Dynamo down, attach a fire to the ray, and Juniper for the 7. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll bench a second ray and that will do. Go ahead.
Heavy ball.
Yep. There he is.
Let's check. Checking this bit. Grab the bench. Put the XP shell on.
Aren't you a greedy bastard? Okay. I can understand why. It's just like, yeah, you are crazy greedy here. Yep.
It's like, how confident am I in finding my switch?
How confident are you I'm not gonna have Tool Scrapper? Because that's the real problem for you here, isn't it?
Octarakian and pass it there.
Okay. We will draw.
Like, in my mind, Drush is likely just dead, so I don't really want to consider this.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'll play Switch, attach a lightning, and we will pitch that lightning to do 60 and take it out. You're not wrong. I'll give you that.
No, I need to hit stuff. XP share on the Terrakion.
Mm-hmm.
Catcher in Baby Ray.
Yep, makes sense. Yeah, it is a bit of a fat bastard, so kind of hard to get out here.
And
Yep.
also a sense of humor. My nose. DC the active. Ripple laser. Tynamo ray energy.
Yep, makes sense. Alright, we will draw. That's pretty solid, actually. Yeah, tool scrap with the 2 off.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yep.
There's always a risk.
Eelektrik. We will use our Dynamotor. Oh yeah, right, it's hitting the button, that's why. Blue button priority, hell yeah. I have a second one in there, huh? Yeah, I do, because I discarded it earlier. Yeah, level ball. Let's go get another eel. It's when life gives you 2 eels, you say yes, please. I will take that. Do that. Capture the Garb. We will use the second Dynamotor here. I can't get out, unfortunately, but that's fine. Just having this available to eviscerate anything later is good. We will attach the Lightning to active and Dragon Pulse for 40. Discarding Fire. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a problem.
Karen?
Yep. At this point, I'm just playing budget light swan, right? You know, do damage mill from top of deck.
Second Registeel. DC on it.
That's a lot of colorless energies. Yep.
Have a switch.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Garf on it.
I mean, at least I don't have any energy in the discard right now, so I guess I'm okay with that, but still.
Yeah, I'm just gonna triple over the same things.
Yep. Dip, dip, and dip. Eventually. Alright, we will draw. Yeah, just Dragon Pulse. On the plus side, I'm looking at the cards I've been milling, and it's like I was never hitting a supporter within like a million turns anyway if I didn't do this, so at least there's that.
Yeah, that's a bit unusual, but I think I'll return. Ultra Ball, discard Juniper Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm.
Fail search.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca for 5. V-Ball, fail search. Fighting with Terrakion. And yep, I'll take my 2 prizes and put another 30 on that Ray.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this is exactly what should happen, because this is, like, the actual counter deck to what's going on here, but it's just frustrating, because the only reason this is happening is because I've bricked this time, and we just added more consistency to this deck to try and stop it from doing this, too. It's really fucking stupid. Yeah, Dragon Pulse. There's just nothing I can do, unfortunately. Like, this, I mean, I would say this shouldn't work, but again, I've bricked, so of course it's gonna work, you know. I think it's only working because I've bricked is the concerning bit, but you know.
Aaron, I don't think this is a great deck, I'll be honest.
I mean, obviously Garbodor is a thing. You've locked out because I've discarded my second Tool Scrapper with the thing, right? Because I could have been doing stuff with that if I didn't. But you know, it's just, yeah, I've just been unlucky basically within this, and it is a counter deck after all. So if anything should be, it's not auto loss clearly because we saw that before, but if anything should be close to it, it's this type of matchup where it's just like your Terrakion is out of range of my Ray, the ability lock is obviously annoying, and yeah, spread is like the worst thing you can do against Dynamos in the first place, so this is basically counter decking. Not that you knew, but
triple laser.
Yeah, not that you knew. It's just, yeah, this is a counter deck. If you ever saw it, so there shouldn't really be any realistic way I do win, regardless. But you know,
I guess that is why the Registeel was actually mentioned, even though it is on the surface a pretty black card.
There's just no point.
Yeah.
I've just bricked the entire game. Yeah, that's it. Didn't even prize anything too noteworthy with the stuff. Like I said, I just bricked, and that's all there is to it.
Leading this guy doesn't help either. The meant he got stuck active.
Yeah, that was a lead. I wouldn't have put it down otherwise. So you're right. The only concern I had immediately is, like, I could have been Dragon Pulsing that Trubbish from the start, but I would have had to have discarded a fire to do that, and I thought that was a bit too much of a risk when I looked at my deck and I only had 2 fires left in it, because one of the 4 is here, basically. I was like, I don't know if I can justify discarding the fire immediately for that. Probably should have, because I could have just killed that immediate Trubbish early, and then gone for, like, the 2 energy hit on the Garbodor or something, and killed it that way. So I think that might have been something I should have done better, but in reality, yeah, the only reason I lost is because I bricked, and that's the way it goes. But like I said, if you look at the way this deck actually is, this is like the this should auto win against Ray Eels, right? Because your Terrakion is too hard to kill. It's 10 above the threshold, and it's 1 prize anyway. That's like the opposite of something you want to hit with Ray. Registeel is shit, to be honest, and if I actually was able to do anything with my deck, this wouldn't have been able to do a single, like, attack ever. So, you know.
Virtually, I think my deck counters this.
I think most decks counter the Registeel, to be honest.
And what was
I easily hit everything here.
the one thing is the Garbodor does shut off your dragon the fight song as well, so you would have to Dragon Blade to take it out, which is a bit more awkward at the very least. But yeah, no, I mean it is what it is. I don't think there's any remote way that you would take this into anything serious, right? Because I think Hydreigon just completely fucks this over as well, let's be honest. Yeah, I know you've got Dart Trance gets shut off here, but they also play 2 Scrapper and have the Dart Patch Junk Hunt engine stuff going, and I'm pretty sure Max Pod is still perfectly fine into that, so yeah. Considering Darkrai Hydreigon was what people thought was the best deck of the format, pretty sure this is unplayable in an actual like setup, but I mean, Garbodor is a thing, and that wasn't even really the reason I lost it, let's be honest. Because it's like, okay, you shut off my abilities after I couldn't even use them anyway because I had no lightnings in the discard. So I was like, I didn't even get hit by the Garb in that sense. I scrapped it the one turn that I could do the thing, and that was fine. And then it's like, it didn't actually do anything in that game, realistically. So it's kind of funny how that works out, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Just one of those things. We added more consistency to the deck, and it still just didn't draw support in the end with that. Just sometimes it is how it goes. 11 might be slightly too low, though again, we added the 2 random receivers to kind of help out with the stuff there, but it might be slightly too low. That's hard to say. I think a lot of the decks at the time were playing less stuff than that, though, so... Because the one we were showing, the one that we showcased before on PTCG Legends site, it plays I think it plays the free Bianca, not playing the Cherons, but it doesn't play the random receiver, so it's basically this, but just a little bit less consistent. So, yeah. But I mean, hey, we got to see what Ray could actually do in the previous thing of it, so it's 1-1 in the end. And 1-1 against a deck that's like this hard countering it says a lot about the deck that's trying to hard counter it, right?
Yeah.
If I'm being blunt, it says a lot.
It's support hungry anyway, because it needs to draw a lot to get set up somehow, despite being just a big basic attacker.
Yeah.
You need this, you want the Garbodor thing, you need XP shares on Terrakion to not run out of energy at some point.
Yep.
The energy in this is miserable, because the energy...
Yeah.
You also have no recovery for your Garbodor.
Yeah, like just the rescue scarfs.
I mean, you're playing far more tools than average on this stuff there. I think the average is like 5, so it's like you've got far more stuff of it that way. But, so it does kind of oversaturate.
The XP shares are needed for the actual mons to keep
Like, it does oversaturate the Garb requirement, I guess, so that is kind of neat, but man, it's like, you know, the tool scrappers do enough, but you've just got to be judicious about when you use them, you know? Like, you actually end me out of a tool scrapper, because I could have done that the turn earlier, but I was like, I don't need my ability this turn, because I'm not going to be using Dynamotor on anything relevant, so you don't play the tool scrapper until you actually need to use your ability, right? It's just the logic around it. It's like, why waste it? Because they can just put another tool down on the Garb if you're not killing it in the same turn, right? It'd be different if it was like a rescue scarf maybe, and you were taking them out on that, but it's like, yeah, you're just going to put another tool down on the Garb the next turn if I don't like kill it in the same turn, and there is literally no point in turning off a Garbodor that is not disrupting your abilities, right? So, you know, there's some nuance to it is what I'm trying to say. It's like when you're actually playing these ability based decks and you've got your tool scrapper, you shouldn't just shotgun it, because if you don't need the ability that same turn, it's gonna get shut off again by the time you do need it. So yeah, that's my TED talk for the day. It's going to be relevant next format, right? Because Blastoise is coming in next set, so it's a relevant thing to note. But yeah, We kind of showed off like most of the breadth of the format here though. Like even if this isn't the best Garb deck, let's be real, it's still a Garb deck and we didn't show any of that beforehand, so...
Yeah, like it'll either this or I'd bring Darkrai Garb and it's like, don't really want to be that guy. When I can at least try and show something that we wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, no, Darkrai Garb would have probably been what I'd have looked at if someone else was in.
Like,
Because
it's definitely the better deck, I'll say that straight up. It's the better deck.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, because we had, I don't know where it's gone, it might have been deleted at this point. I did show the Hydreigon stuff in the first game, so it was like Darkrai Hydreigon versus
I think that's it.
Yeah,
Fluffy
it's
Chomp. Probably is, yeah, just did I think, yeah.
So...
Yeah, because I needed to get Random Receiver out, and I think that was the only deck that had it. Yeah, so we showed this off before, against the Fluffy Chomp, and it kind of did very well, as I guess you could imagine. I went first, which helps a lot. And Junk Hunt is a good attack still, who would have guessed. But I think you end me out of both of my Junk Hunts though, so I didn't get to use them immediately at the very least. But just the sheer fact if I can go like Ultra Ball, discard a Dark, and like Max Pot that I can just get back later sort of thing, you know, just get my stuff going. Playing the one Dino that's a Dark type, not a Dragon type, means you can Dark Patch to that one, which is pretty good. And yeah, this is what people widely consider the best deck of this format, which it's funny, isn't it? Because we've been lamenting, if you will, like all the EX stuff for like a little bit, right? With how stupid Mewtwo and Darkrai looked, and it's like people thought the best deck of this format, the Tier 1 threat, was a deck that relied on Stage 2 to get most of its versatility. Funny how that works, isn't it?
Really bad until this set came in and actually created good evolutions.
Yeah, there are really good evolution. We've shown 2 of them from this set alone, right? And then I showed the Empoloen that was, I know, last set, but gets a bit better this set because Roserade really helps it out. And the fact that it can just draw more consistently too. It's, yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, this isn't going to keep up, unfortunately, for forever. But, I mean, next set, Blastoise is a thing, and that's a deck for several sets for now, you know, so... It's still possible to play some of the evolutions, just on the whole, they're not all as good as they used to be. But then, can we really say that, given that Lux Chomp and SP and everything was Tier 1 and, like, basically good against everything in Gen 4? I'm not sure, you know? It's weird. But anyway, still have fun with the stuff with it here. I know it was only just frustrating because I was like, well, I can't draw shit, and we just put more draw in this deck so we could try and avoid that situation. So, you know, that's the only time it's like, well, I guess I just don't get to play the game. It's not anyone's fault on that, it's just deck decided no. And, yeah, you know, you had it in the previous game as well. I know it's frustrating, so... You've got more like actual draw supporters than I do too, so it's kind of funny.
Like,
but
yeah, like I thought this deck was a bit much on the draw supports, but it's like, then I brick. It's like, oh, right, I kind of realise now.
I think the only thing I would even consider swapping is just because you have so many supporters, is looking at 2 Bianca 4 Cheren instead, right? If you want to do it that way, because you have so many
random receivers.
Random Receiver would also probably work, like cut maybe one of each of these and put 2 randos in, that would probably work. But if you're looking at keeping this sort of draw support count, Bianca itself gets worse the more of them you have around, right? It's like, it's worse than Juniper in that aspect, I think, because Juniper at the very least, yeah, it sucks if you've got to discard 2 other Juniper alongside it, but you're still getting 7 new cards, right? If your hand has got 3 Bianca in it, you're drawing, like, no cards. And,
no draw is very sad.
Yeah, which is why I think if you're gonna play, like, such a high count of non-N, non-Juniper supporters, you probably actually, as sad as it is, want to go more on the Cheren and less on the Bianca. Like, I could see, if you weren't playing Cheren at all, maybe you could say 4 Bianca would be a thing. But if you're gonna have this many supporter cards, you probably want to actually be able to draw consistently, and Bianca just doesn't do that, right? Like, if your hand has got 4 supporter cards in it, Bianca is nothing. I see you got the same card out of this. Yeah, for those, this is not part of the actual history bit, I guess.
Well,
but
I've been busy. It's what
yeah.
I'm busy on.
this is why we haven't posted in a little bit for anyone who is still here, because yeah, the set stuff for Scarlet Violet kind of did yeah, it took a nosedive, that's for sure. Good job, Flamigo, giving me the word for it there. It's like, yeah, there's a massive curveball thrown in this one with the way the packs and stuff ended up being set up, and the boxes more specifically. They're doing a bit of the old Yu-Gi-Oh thing, and you know, fixing the odds a little bit per box. So a whole new
That's what
system.
it's testing, because it's
Yep.
not. It's only half a coincidence that these come out, because the boxes, these are copies of each other, so they should have the same slots in the same pack.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like, that was a dud, so this should be a dud. The cards themselves are still random because I don't need to fix that between boxes, but
Yeah. But they both had Professor's Research, just the other one. Kind of funny how that works
Scarlet
out.
box and Violet box.
Yeah. But, yeah, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get a little bit more into the swing of things as, again, as we are now. I don't think we need to do any more of this set, especially with how many decks got shown off today. Like, unironically, but, you know, we played... How many? Did we play, like, what, 4? I guess we played 2 games with these two, but we played, like, 4 games in total and showed off, like, 5 decks or something, right? So, I don't think we need to necessarily show any more of this exact format, but that's fine because we've got plenty that we do next set, and, oh boy, next set's when I actually started playing, so... So be a nostalgia trip for me, that's for sure.
consistently bad so far, which is good. Things are working. Yeah, the numbers on the right are just the box contents, the debug thing.
Yeah.
That's not going to be in final version, obviously.
Of course.
I mean, this is crap compared to the box I got.
I think a lot of
there
things...
we go.
Oh. I'm getting lagged out too
here
much.
as well.
Yeah, I'm getting lagged out too much to actually see them as they go, but
We
yeah,
got
there
your
we
favorite.
go. Oh, that's a good one to end the part on, isn't it? Yeah, so again, for anyone who has managed to stick around during the ramble part here, yeah, I mean, I love this format actually. Like, I know the draw consistency support stuff is a little bit weird, but I feel like there have been a better diversity of decks here than we've had in quite a while, actually. Like, I know Noble Victories is probably the one you would compare it to the most, but even then, I think Noble Victories was, like, half the decks were just different versions of the same, like, 4 or 5 basic Pokemon in them, right? You know, like Eel Zekrom, Eel Thunderous, or, you know, like, Corners using all of the basic stuff with it here. But we have shown off, like, 4 or 5 viable enough decks here. You could just play something different with a Garb and it'd probably be slightly better, but even then, it's like Teraki and Garb is still good, right? So you've got a backbone there, if nothing else. And we've shown several different like viable things to do within this format, and I think that's just really cool. That yeah, like we've just come off of a rotation. Usually this is the time where everything is hurt so badly that it's just like, what can you even play now, right? And I think there's a lot that you can play in this one, and it's been neat. I've enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would for a first set of a rotation. I don't know about you guys, but
I mean, I've barely played it, but
yeah, I know.
it seems fine. It seems better than it was before, for sure.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, I at least gave you the Darkrai Hydreigon and the Garchomp stuff last time to have a look at, right? So it was at least a... You've played at least you've what, 3 different decks at this point? That's respectable for you know, like a format when you're in the middle of this.
Not just big basic blue or whatever it was last on the NVI.
Yeah, where it's just... I don't know. I mean, I didn't dislike that format for what it's worth. I feel like this one has got more actual variety in it rather than it just being like the exact same flavor of deck on every single shot, right? Maybe I'm not thinking about it correct or whatnot, or I don't know. Maybe you guys have got a completely different opinion on it, but just for what I've built and what I've seen, it's
My
like
main complaints with this format is the supporter lineup is miserable.
it's bad. Yeah, it is bad. We are playing the only viable supporters because there actually really just aren't any other supporters to play. There's Hooligans, Jim and Cass, and there's Silent, and I think that's actually it. There aren't any other supporters in the format right now. Yeah.
Bit of withdrawal from Duncalm going as well, because
Oh, fuck that card. I don't care about that going. I'm actually, like, super happy about that.
to be fair, it really could not have been in the same format as Catch. That was a mistake.
Exactly. Like, it was just... I mean, obviously Reversal came out for it too, but it's like... Yeah, I don't know. The recurability and the fact that you could just end up getting away with playing one of, like, 30 different trainer cards if you wanted to and be like, I have 5 copies of every card in my deck, basically. It's just... That was just stupid. I know Junk Hunt is a thing now, but you've got to commit quite a lot to that in order to actually get the most out of it, and you can't use them in the same turn. So, yeah. And I know I am saying all of this knowing full well that Dowsing Machine is coming up in 2 sets and can get back supporters as well, but it's an A-spec, so it's only one of any A-spec in a deck, so it's not nearly as repeatable for most decks. And, yeah, Sableye could do the thing, but you probably play Computer Search with Sableye more than you play Dowsing Machine, let's be honest. So...
All Life do.
All Life do when that comes out. Yeah, that's at the end of this format, so... But yeah, I don't know. I found it cool. And not all of these decks are going to survive, obviously, going forward, but... Eels especially are going to be a little bit harder to play because of the... the Hammerhead Menace coming in the next set, but that's fine. We've got plenty of other things we can do too, so...
Oh god, we're finally dealing with Landorus then?
Yep, Lando's in the next set, I'm afraid. And, yeah, there's gonna be some...
We have enough trauma from that in the main game.
Thankfully, there aren't, like, too many Landorus in history that are stupidly good. This is probably the best that Lando gets in general, to be honest. There are times it sees play, but it's not like, yeah, as you say, trauma in the video games and stuff is nowhere near that ubiquitous in TCG. But this one is really heckin' good, so yeah, it's gonna be shown at some point.
The 1-2 tries are in it for it.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? I mean, you would have thought it would have had more than that, but apparently not.
How many did the Tapus get? Because that's probably the best comparison.
Tapu Koko has got a V and a VMAX. I don't remember the others actually getting one. So I think they might only have like the one from their own format as well. They mostly get non-chase card ones, I think. But anyway, that's kind of neither here nor there for the stuff we're doing here. So yeah, we'll see how the next set goes.
Tapu Koko V Max and I guess the Prism Star.
Yeah, the Prism Star's worth it because that's a rule box mon as well, and a really good one too. Anyway, yeah, for anyone who is somehow still watching on YouTube stuff here, thank you. And next time we'll do the Boundaries Cross stuff and get into the gimmick of 2013's format, I guess.